that is the person in the middle. Yeah?
Ooh, the middle.
Yes.
What middle?
They're supposed to be having medals. Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
do you have it? Come, please. So please give half of the your admiration and the compliments about this performance to this person with the medal when you go out. And the other half to me. That's the only thing I have. Oh, I know. Where's my drinking partner? Let's go to the bar after this and wait for the others. Well, thank you.
Thanks, sis. He's the curator of this performance, this experience, to come and share a little bit about it. And if you wouldn't mind just take a few minutes of your time, and let's just actually speak about what has happened today, because this actually has been a fully conceived, highly conceptualized workshop around the half-bread technique. In case you are still unsure as to what it might be, this was passed out, so you can have a gander at it and share as we've been taught today. But can we invite Valerie onto the stage?
Sure.
Yeah, let's I don't mind. What do you think, guys? Does anyone have something to say before I say what our intention was?
I like the bird.
Elijah, can you make somehow? Yeah. Yes, sister.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very good.
I think for someone who has been to theatre, like I am a student as well, doing my drama in theatre, but who've been to theatre spaces and sometimes left the space feeling like, where are the fun, hope-filled, spaces to be in as a human being? I mean, we spend almost of our time worried about the news, who killed this, I don't know. But being here, and in the beginning, I must say I was quite skeptical because I did not read I could not find the time to do that. But I think it was a lovely experience, and however, it brought to me the power of just sharing. Because looking back at the performance, this half, he was dancing, yes, he had the money, but he was alone. And he got bored. And he ended up even annoying some of us, swearing at us. But this half, people were having fun, they started doing this dance, it was more, unified and more, I wanted to be part of the dance, but I'm like, I'm wearing heels and stuff. It's a lovely performance. Thank you so much for creating such a piece. And I wish that more of these can, because I know we have issues in South Africa, yes, but I'm getting tired of dwelling, because something that you focus on, it grows. So if we can also try and focus in such things like these, just giving, halfway. Thank you.
Thank you. You are my perfect audience member. Let's hear a little bit more, and then we will tell you about the contents, what we will do. Thank you for participating, because sharing is not possible without somebody else coming to participate. So that's where your part was. Yes.
What I liked in the script that I read, it says that Bill Gates and all those people, they still millionaires and the people still have big houses. and this is after they've shared. And I know the Bible says blessed is the hand that gives. So I think for me that's what I'm taking away, that you can give half of what you have, you're still going to have as much. You know, as you
And then you can half and half and half it. I think that's what I mistake from the fact that every half has another half and another half until nobody else needs my half. Yes, please?
I went to Valerie last night. Just bumped into her and then we ended up walking together to the Senate's house.
To get free wine.
Yeah, and I walked with this person who I did not know, had met for the first time, but felt as if I'd known her for so long. Now I understand.
Well, thank you.
Can I just ask, in case anybody is wondering, how many performers, apart from the dancer here, were actually part of this?
I will answer that question immediately. I just want to take a comment.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for the piece. It was beautiful to watch because you go to theater, you have certain expectations because theater has become so conventional. You can even predict the plot as you are sitting there. But sitting here looking around what's happening, it was interesting to watch, especially to see how money motivates people. when a volunteer was sold for the first time, it took about 25 or 50 seconds. But when the money was shown, there were a lot of volunteers.
Anyone else wants to share before we will tell you a little bit about us? You will have opportunity afterwards also. Questions?
For me, I think, no, this is just an impression. I really like the idea of improvising and the state of improvising in this work. That everybody is part of the creation, and that in the sharing, there's the sharing of your own. I shared a laugh with someone that I completely didn't know coming into this theater, and had a conversation with someone that I never knew. So beyond the money, it was more about the sharing of common human interests as well. That we can laugh together, we can share that together. So for me, thank you for bringing that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you very briefly what this project is about, and you can come to me afterwards or read more online or in other channels of communication. This is the Traveling Performance Tour. We started last year. This performance was actually written by Martin Schick, who is a Swiss artist. And we met him when we all participated in Land Festival of Gipka in Cape Town, which is public art festival. The Bucho was part of this performance. I was interning. And after the show, I came to Martin and I wanted to restage it again because I thought it was such a brilliant idea. He told me, listen, I'm leaving tomorrow to Maputo to another festival, which is, I must say as a comment, a nature of our theatrical artistic performances. People go, they perform and they leave. So that he didn't have time for another performance. But then he told me, listen, give me your address, I'll send you in a parcel the props and you can restage it yourself. We'll call it DIY. So ever since, I have a DIY license from Martin to restage the play here. Now the economics of doing that, this is what fascinates me as a maker of art project, production, whatever. When the money, most of it, spent on traveling tickets for somebody to come from overseas, and what is left for here is for wine, then actually how we can preach economy and sharing when most of the money goes to the airline companies who are not really sharing with us. So I love the way that he gave us the rights, and then the money that we did manage to get, which is not a lot of money for theater production, like 4,000 rand, 6,000 rand, and we need to travel also from Cape Town, and you know it's not a lot of money to do a production. So this is what we are here also to talk about, the economy of producing art pieces. And our purpose is to travel with this play in different venues and to have this idea of sharing promoted. We actually don't prefer the artistic venues or the theatrical, like this amazing platform that we get, but this is the doors that are opening for us. We are trying to get to schools and to universities and to School of Economics to talk about money in creative ways. As you said, we have so much boring and negative things, so it's fresh to have something new. Why can't we have it fresh in a classroom? Why can't we discuss economy in a fun way? And why can't we teach people politics and social involvement and leadership in a fun way? So my wish is to stage it for students in a lecture hall, but I still haven't found the professor or the department who are willing to open the doors, but those things are helping us to get through. So next shows will be in UCT next month. That is not finalized yet. There is a conference of inequality of the philosophy department that they will have a lot of papers presented, so we want to be there as well, and then we can disguise ourselves as conference. And we are performing in Hub Space Kailicha for young entrepreneurs who come from unprivileged background at the 23rd of August. Also, we were accepted to the Cape Fringe Festival in September, so follow us and we hopefully will be back again to Johannesburg. All we need is just the money as a prop to share on stage, and we are coming, and the idea is it's a kind of political propaganda to push our agenda of sharing and not being greedy, not keeping it all to oneself, and not keeping it only to the artistic crowd, because in this country in particular, but in all the countries that I've been to, the artistic crowd, those who go to theaters, are a very specific layer of the socio-economical diversity in the society. In this country, it must go everywhere, and hopefully it will change the logic of how we are doing things.
So from my side, I just want to say thank you for coming. Thanks for the support. I hope we really gain something from this, not just a show, but we've experienced something that we will actually take out of this place and go and practice it outside. And thanks again for not feeling offended by what I was doing, because I know in most theaters when you start doing that, the audience standing up and leaving the theater, because people are not, they're so used to comfort zone. When something makes them to think, they actually don't like it. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you, everyone. Thanks to Martin as well for giving us this go ahead.
Yeah, and to Hamish and the Lama for Life and Dylan. It's an amazing platform. It's really a pleasure.
Yeah. And I wanted to say as well that Martin is the guy who gave us the fund to start the first show. So he's been so kind to us as well, because we didn't have any funds. And then we talked to him and he said, "Oh, I will fund you guys just for the first show." And because most people, they think, no, when we're asking for funding, it's just for us. But we just want to break that as well. And say to your audience, because you guys sacrificed a lot, coming from home and not doing other things, but deciding to come here, you deserve it as well. This is not only our money, we need to share it. Sure. Thank you.
So just to answer Hamish's question, so the only official paid artist is Sebucho, and the idea is that everything else comes from the audience and they are participating. This is the concept. But we don't pay so people will come expecting. But he didn't get paid a lot, so don't worry about it. Yes?
Is that what you paid him on stage right now?
Yes.
That's great.
We are very open with our budget.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was something of an invitation in my perspective for us to continue this movement. So, you said you got license from Martin to carry on the concept. Would you be willing to?
Of course. Let's talk further. Of course. And I want to say, also, Evans, for example, as the photographer, documenter of this performance, he's also part of this project, because the way we look at you, the audience, and how he helps us revisit this again, it's actually part of the whole project. It's a traveling performance that collects experience, and as we are